Each afternoon, real setups are broken down with entry strategies and the technical reasoning behind every trade. This is today's best trade setups with verified investing.
Welcome to today's best trade setups. My name is Benjamin Poole, head trader here at verifiedinvesting.com. So what we're seeing is a little bit of selling pressure in the memory sector, as well as some of the chip stocks. So I have some key support levels. The S&P 500 is coming into a really good level. And then I'm going to show you my watch list and show you all of the red on the screen. And again, the S&P 500 isn't rolling over too much, so there could be just some money rotation, but I have some great levels for you. So again, just hit that like button real quick for me, and that would be a huge benefit for our channel. All right, let me go ahead and remove the VI chart cases or the course sales. Here's this major support level on, not major, it's a support level on the SPY. If we can drop a little bit more, $744.78 is going to be that support level. If we can get a continued sell, this is where I'll be looking to pick up the SPY for a day trade today. Now, if it does drop a little bit further than that, you have this previous gap right here. However, I would be waiting for this pivot top, previous gap right here at $742. If it does close below $744.78 on a 15-minute closing basis. Now, if it does hit the secondary level before the 15-minute close, I would look to add to this position there. And then if you're a little bit more conservative, look for this level at $741.05. Now, SOXX. It's already gotten below this previous, or excuse me, this gap in the charts. Look at the run from the downside. So from this gap, it gapped up 21%. So now on the downside, we're about an 18% move down. This is going to be a great support level if we can recapture it at $541.51. The next level of support is a previous gap in the charts. Look at this, how beautifully it got through this gap and then got a lot of support at $537.33. So by 11 or 12:30, 1 o'clock, if it's heading lower into this 537.33 level, this is still going to be a ton of support on the chart of SOXX with additional support at 532.83. So this is something that I wouldn't mind dollar cost averaging down into, because you've got this pivot top, previous gap, and this support candle right here. So 532.76 if it does close below 537.33. Microsoft filled this gap. Now this gap in the charts on Microsoft has already played out. So what I would be looking for is Microsoft to head up to $399.76 for a short level today. If you're a little bit more conservative, wait for that whole round number of $400 to pierce, and that is your entry price on Microsoft. Jump into AMD. AMD is coming into a ton of support. Previous red bar candle high is where it got support. Anytime you see this in the chart with a pretty extended wide range red bar candle to the downside, then all of a sudden you can see this is support. Not only that, but yesterday's video, I'd mentioned this upsloping trend line. Pivot low here, secondary hit, third hit. So 502.88 is still a really good support level on AMD. So if we get a continued sell-off, that is the level that I'd look to enter it on a day trade basis. AMAT is having this nice sell as well. Got sub 530 bucks. My long level today, it's a lot more conservative. And the reason I'm a little bit more conservative, every once in a while, you get these extended moves to the upside. You get these pullbacks below a midline of a parallel channel. The next level of support is pierce of $500. So $497.60 is that level that I would be interested in going long on AMAT if we can get a continued sell-off. And again, this is a day trade. If it does hit this lower end of the parallel channel, around 450, 460 bucks, then I would look to swing trade long AMAT. Nvidia, not really doing a whole lot. I still have this gap right here, $189.31. This is going to be a key support level. Now, every once in a while, you get these chart patterns that create these patterns that a lot of people recognize. And Nvidia has done that with a head and shoulders pattern. Let's just zoom into the charts. Got this left shoulder, head, right shoulder. It's already broken the head and shoulder and neckline. So this, on the probabilities factor, indicates that we should get a continued sell-off in Nvidia. The thing that would negate this, if we get above $200.08, then all of a sudden the bulls will take back charge of Nvidia, but it has to close with a continuation move. On the downside, here is basically your max support level. If it does drop below 189.31 on a daily closing basis, the likelihood of Nvidia selling off or continuing the sell off is pretty substantial. And here's an example. SNDK, every once in a while, not a head and shoulders pattern, but look at this upsubbing trend line. Look at how many times it's hit. Pivot low here, secondary hit, third hit, fourth hit, fifth hit, finally broke below. This uptrend was still intact until it finally closed below, made a continuation move, and now look at the selling pressure on SNDK. What I'm eyeing today is this gap in the charts right here at $1,477.36. If we can get a continued sell, that is a level that I'd be loving to go long on SNDK. Not only that, but look at this longer upsubbing trend line that we have. Pivot low here, kissed it here, secondary hit. This would be a third hit into a gap in the charts, long level on SNDK. If it does start breaking below this, though, then all of a sudden the bottom's going to fall out. We're coming back down to about 1284, and then likely to head all the way back down to about $961.80. This is starting to be interesting if we can get the continued sell for a potential swing trade. Knowing that if it does close below that, I could always stop out of the trade. Micron had this huge fall from this pivot top right here at $1,253.94. 30% move to the downside. Gap in the charts. Look at the bounce. It did get a little bit more of a bounce. It had a little bit more of a bounce. And now it's selling off a little bit more. I still like this gap right here, knowing that if it does drop below that, I could dollar cost average all the way down to $864.29. So this is your support range on MU. Once that support level breaks, though, you're heading all the way back down sub $820 out, all the way down to $818.67. Starting to get a little bit more interesting for a potential swing trade. But right now, similar with SNDK, upsloping trend line broke. Finally broke, made a continuation, and then the selling pressure persists. LITE, previous gap in the chart, ton of price consolidation, $700 level, got a nice $30 bounce off this gap in the charts, or previous gap in the charts. Now we're closing below it. I don't like this trade as much for support because now we're below it. What I would be looking at is this level right here at $672.11. If you're a little bit more conservative, though, you have this previous gap right here and a previous gap in the charts right here at $654.79. So if we do get a continued rollover in LITE, that is the area that you could look to go long. Now, before I continue, let me go ahead and get the media assets. All right, so just a heads up, we are doing a course sale, 40% off all the way through July 12th, up to 40% off all of our educational packages. You guys, if you want to get ahead of the game or a leg up, build a base for your trading career, that is how you do it. That's how I started my career with the education. And each one of these pieces of education are paramount, whether you're a day trader, a swing trader, long-term investor. The support and resistance levels that we have identified and teach you guys how to do, it's all in those courses. You guys don't want to miss it. All right, let's jump back right into the charts again. Remove this. All right, Intel. I have a lot of support sitting right here at $109.33. I actually love this level. So I've got a lot of indicators on my charts right now. So I was mentioning a head and shoulders pattern possibility on the chart of Nvidia. Here's an inverse head and shoulders pattern. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Look, we made a break above it, made a continuation move, but got below it. But here was a low pivot point. I love it when the charts have these low pivots. Price action gets taken out, gets back above, and then retests the support level. So here's the play on Intel. 109.33 is that long level. If it does close below that on a 15-minute basis, you could look to stop out, and then you zoom out in the charts, go to the daily time frame, and I'm targeting, zoom into the charts right here. I'm targeting this previous gap in the charts, which is why I liked 109.33 108.933. The next level of support is 108.18. Look at previous gap in the charts. So that's your secondary level of support. And then you have this major gap at 107.04. So if it does continue to drop, this is going to be basically the line in the sand. If it closes below this on a daily, on a 15-minute closing basis, look to stop out because the selling pressure on Intel can continue to the downside. All right, I mentioned I was going to show you my watch list to see all the red on the screen. Let's jump into ALAB. ALAB, my support level was $374.68. It's already below that. Your next level of support on ALAB is going to be right here at about 360 bucks. SNDK, we already went over. TER, I did have this gap in the charts, but look at the selling pressure. It's just continuing. So what I'd be looking for a day trade is price action to get into this level at $321.75. Ton of price consolidation in this area. So TER would be the area of support. ENVX, I don't really have any levels on this one. Let's go into AMAT. AMAT, I've already covered AMAT. Let's go into CRDO. A lot of selling pressure, continued selling pressure on CRDO. My only long level today would be right here at $234.31, but that's too aggressive for me. So I'd wait for this previous gap at a Pierce of 230 bucks for a long level. WDC is another one that's making its nice move to the downside. Here was a previous pivot top, gap in the charts, price action got into this level. So now that we've already filled this gap, gotten price action back above it, I would be looking for this support level at a break of 500 bucks on WDC. Now, if we switch to what's moving to the upside, we have Asana, GoDaddy, Net, LOVE. The VIX is heading up a little bit, but Glue, TEAM, FES. So there is starting to become money or getting money rotation out of the semiconductors into some of these other beaten up names. And that's just kind of how the markets work. One of the reasons that we're not having a continued sell-off in the S&P 500 is because of the money rotation into the stocks that were beaten up, kind of left for forgotten, and that is why we're getting these bids. So anyway, that's what I have for you guys. A lot of opportunities on the charts today, so let's see if any of them can play out, and we'll see you next time in the charts. Oh yeah, lastly, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button if you haven't already. Go ahead and subscribe, and then ring that bell so you get notified when these videos launch or drop. Anyway, that's what I have for you guys. You guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.